The Stamp Act. No one likes being told what to do. The British tried to control the American colonists. It did not go well. First, they tried to make the colonists pay special taxes. This was called the Stamp Act of 1765. The taxes were for printed items. Printed items would be stamped with a British logo. This would show that the tax had been paid. The tax had to be paid with British money. Colonial money was not accepted. Reparations. The British made the stamp tax for payback. They wanted colonists to pay them back for their help. The British Army protected the colonists from the French during the French and Indian War. The colonists won because the British helped. The Stamp Act was to make the colonists pay them back for helping. In the 1700s, people bought a lot of printed items. These were newspapers and other important papers. Even playing cards had a tax. The Stamp Act made the colonists pay tax on all printed items. The British put a special stamp on them. This showed that the tax had been paid. The tax cost a lot. It was hard for business owners and others to pay. These people bought and sold the most printed items. Rebellion. The Stamp Act was the first law Britain imposed in the colonies. Imposed means created or enforced. Nobody liked being told what to do. The colonists did not like the British giving them rules. They did not like to pay the taxes. They did not agree with paying more. Printed items cost more than before. The colonists were also angry for another reason. They could not defend themselves in Parliament. Parliament was the British government. The colonists said, "No taxation without representation." The colonists could not defend themselves. They wanted a part in making laws. The colonists asked the King of England to stop the Stamp Act. They also started to boycott. A boycott means people refuse to do something to make a point. The colonists stopped buying printed items with a British stamp. They stopped paying British taxes. Some colonists even burned stamped paper items. End in sight. Parliament saw the anger of the colonists. It repealed or took back the Stamp Act. This was in March of 1766. The King of England was not ready to give up control. That same day, he made another law. It was called the Declaratory Act. It said Parliament had the right to make laws. It could collect taxes in the colonies. The colonists thought they had won, but the British made more problems for them.